When you are trading, being right about the direction is not always enough. Suppose you buy a stock at 100 rupees and keep a stop loss at 90 rupees. The stock moves up to 130 rupees, so the trade is working well. But unless you change it, your stop loss is still sitting at 90 rupees. The gain you see on the screen is still unrealized. If the stock reverses sharply, much of that move can disappear before the stop loss is even triggered. You can protect more of the gain by moving the stop loss up as the price rises, but doing this manually means tracking the trade closely and repeatedly deciding when and how far to adjust it. Now, this is where a trailing stop loss or TSL comes to your rescue. A trailing stop loss or TSL automates this process. It moves the stop loss trigger as the market moves in your favor and keeps it at the last adjusted level if the market reverses. TSL is now available for good till triggered or GTT orders on the Kite app as well. A trailing stop loss or TSL automatically adjusts the stop loss trigger as the market moves in your favor. You set a trailing point which determines how far the market must move before the trigger is adjusted by the same amount. For example, if the trailing point is 1 rupee, the trigger moves by 1 rupee every time the market moves 1 rupee in your favor. The trigger moves in fixed steps rather than adjusting after every price tick. Here is how it works. For a sell TSL, which is used to protect a long position, the trigger moves as the price rises. If the price falls, the trigger remains at the last adjusted level. For a buy TSL, which is used to protect a short position, the trigger moves down as the price falls. If the price rises, the trigger remains at the last adjusted level. In both cases, the trigger moves only in the direction that improves your protection. Suppose you buy a stock at 100 rupees and place a sell GTT with a stop loss trigger of 90 rupees and a trailing point of 1 rupee. The stop loss trigger initially starts 10 rupees below the market price. Because the trailing point is 1 rupee, the trigger moves up by 1 rupee every time the stock rises by 1 rupee. If the stock rises from 100 rupees to 105 rupees, the trigger moves from 90 rupees to 95 rupees. If the stock continues rising to 130 rupees, the trigger moves up to 120 rupees. Now, suppose the stock falls back at 125 rupees. The trigger does not move down with it. It remains at 120 rupees. The trigger followed the stock upward but remained fixed when the price reversed. A buy TSL works in the opposite direction and can be used to protect a short F&O position. Suppose you short a futures contract trading at 100 rupees and place a buy GTT with a stop loss trigger of 110 rupees and a trailing point of 1 rupee. The stop loss trigger initially starts 10 rupees above the market price. If the contract falls from 100 rupees to 95 rupees, the trigger moves down from 110 rupees to 105 rupees. If the contract falls further to 70 rupees, the trigger moves down to 80 rupees. Now suppose the price recovers to 75 rupees. The trigger does not move back up, it remains at 80 rupees. The rule is same in both examples. The trigger adjusts only when the market moves in your favor. Once the market reverses, it remains at the last adjusted level. On the Kite app, you can place DTT order from Market Watch, Holdings or Positions. From here, tap on the instrument you want to place GTT for and then tap on Create GTT. Choose Buy or Sell as the transaction type. Select Single or OCO as the trigger type. OCO or one cancels the other allows you to set both a stop loss and a target in the same GTT. TSL is available with both single and OCO orders. Select a limit or market order. If you select market, an order with market protection will be placed when the GTT is triggered. In the stop loss section, enter the quantity, trigger price and limit price. Enable the trailing toggle and enter the trailing point. Once trailing is enabled, Kite shows the price at which the next adjustment will happen. Swipe on Create GTT to place the order. The minimum trailing point depends on the price of the instrument and its segment. For equity, TSL is available only for sell GTTs. This means it can be used to protect long equity positions but not for buy GTTs. For F&O, it is available for both buy and sell GTTs. TSL is supported across NSE, BSE, NFO, BFO and MCX. It works with CNC, MTF and NRML product types. Whenever the stop loss trails, both the trigger price and the limit price move by the trailing point. For example, if a sell GTT has a trigger price of 90 rupees and a limit price of 89.50 rupees, both prices move up by 1 rupee when a 1 rupee trailing adjustment happens. The new trigger and limit prices will be 91 rupees and 90.50 rupees respectively. If you have placed an OCO GTT, only the stop loss trigger and its limit price will trail. The target remains unchanged. If you manually modify the trigger price after placing the GTT, the trailing reference resets to the market price at the time of the modification. Trailing then continues from this new starting point. Once a GTT has trailed at least once, a trailed tag appears on the order. You can also see how far the trigger has moved from the initial level. You can open the GTT details to see the product type, creation and modification times, expiry date, and watermark price. The watermark price is the most favorable price reached since the GTT was created or last modified. For a sell GTT, it is the highest price reached. For a buy GTT, it is the lowest price reached. Kite uses this price to determine when the next trailing adjustment should happen. Finally, a GTT trigger is valid only once. If the GTT triggers but the resulting order does not execute, you will need to place a fresh GTT. If you have any more questions regarding trailing stop loss or TSL, feel free to comment below and we shall be happy to answer them.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Brokerage will not exceed SEBI prescribed limits.